It is officially the start of school 2 weeks ago, and autumn is coming in really soon, and it's starting to get chilly. In fact, it's been misting and drizzling on and off all day for a couple days now, and we have some pretty huge things going on our farm. The biggest of which being KK's goats are in my bird area, and I'll tell you why and what else is going on right after this. Stay tuned. Why are the goats in the bird area? Short answer is because we put them there. Long answer is because they can't be in the barnyard right now. We have the barnyard open in the back, and it is open towards the vineyard. So if the goats go out there, knowing goats, they're going to go straight to the back and get right out into the vineyard. And I'll show you why in a second. So they're not too happy about being in the bird area, but they're getting along well. It's not quite as much food as they had in the barnyard. Actually, it's nowhere close. So we did have to give them a hay bale. And we found out that Mari loves the ducks a lot more than we thought she did when she started chasing the goats away from the duck food. So she's doing a great job, and the goats are doing well in there. But why do we have the barnyard open? Why are the goats in the bird area in the first place? Why is all of this happening? Well, you may have heard that our good friend and neighbor, Mr. Jerry, passed away recently. And it has been really hard, and his yard definitely looks a lot sadder. But he was a cattle rancher, and he did rodeos too. And he was really, really good at that, and he had a great herd of cattle. I don't know if you can see them, they're right down that way. Just past our vineyard. That's Mr. Jerry's lot. And they're great cows. We even have video of when Bunky was really little throwing apples over the fence to the cows. So we really like those cows. We actually named some of them, and they're not even our cows. But we're going to be helping take care of them, and part of that process is changing a lot of our plans here on our homestead. So you might know that our vineyard is our organic permaculture, and we have an entire process set out for how we do the vineyard, where we put the goats out, and they take care of the weeds and the thistle and the brush, and then we let them work the area for a while until they have it all cleared up. Then we cut down the trees. Then once the stumps are old enough that we can just push them out with a tractor because they're rotting, then we do that, and then we put chickens and ducks in there to work the ground, and then we do 3 new rows of grapes. So every 3 rows in our vineyard is either a new variety or a year younger than the 3 before it. So that's how the permaculture in our vineyard has been going until now. Well, our barnyard is currently under renovation. So we had Mr. Josh, who you guys don't know. He came through here and he cut down a bunch of the trees. Bunky was extremely fond of Mr. Josh. But he came through here and he cut down all of these trees that otherwise would have had to wait for a good long while before we could cut them down, and then even longer before we could tear up the stumps. But we had all these trees cut down, and then some other friends are helping us. We have, the wood actually is pretty well stacked. We've got, the tops are for burning, and then the rest of the trees, the bigger parts, the bottoms, are for firewood. And so we have a lot of wood. from what we're doing here. But basically we're speeding through our normal process, cutting down the trees immediately and then tearing up the stumps. And I really am looking forward to letting the goats out here and just seeing their faces when they see all of these cut down trees and they love sweet maples. And this is almost all of it is sweet maples. So they're gonna be absolutely thrilled to come out here and just dig into all of these leaves and gnaw at the bark and do goat stuff. You know how it is. But we have a lot of things going on here on top of just moving the stuff ahead. Now in the back of the vineyard, across where our barnyard is, so we have our barnyard and then we have Mr. Jerry's yard, and then here is a path from in the back of the vineyard. We're going to be fencing that off with some old cattle panels so that the cows can go back and forth between Mr. Jerry's yard and our yard, where we're going to keep them in the winter so that we can feed them and give them water. And it's pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to working with these cows, because ever since we came here, those cows have been there. And they're pretty good cows. They're pretty skittish, and the bull, Andy, he's a little bit mean. He got out the other day and he looked like he was gonna ram Dad's truck. That would have been bad. Don't know which one would be left standing, the truck or Andy. But they're not like super aggressive. Well, they'll just attack you for no reason. He was looking at Dad because Dad's truck was coming over by the rest of the herd. So they're pretty good cows. And so I'm really looking forward to having the cows in here and the goats in here. And yep, that is the truth of where the vineyard chicks have been recently, why we've been so absent as of late, why so much stuff has been going on. This is what we're working on. And this is a huge project that we never believed our family would go to, especially not after our Dexter cows. That was a mess. But we have friends now who are already in the cattle business and people who are here to help us. So yeah, we're really looking forward to working with us. And if you guys have any tips on cattle, just like basic stuff that beginners would not know that is very important to know, we would love to hear it from you guys in the comments. So please feel free to tell us whatever you're thinking. We really love hearing from you, and in a month or so, when everything calms down, when we're getting into the flow of school working and we've got the cows in here situated and the goats are no longer crying because they're stuck in the bird area and the ducks are loud and messy or whatever that is they're gossiping about, we will be coming back into our usual flow of things and hopefully seeing more of you guys on your lives. But we hope we'll be able to see you on our Monday night lives, where we live stream live music from our recording studio. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, we love seeing you guys there, and we love spending time with you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to do that more once things calm down. But we really hope we'll be able to see you guys there and just have a good time. So we hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and God bless. Say God bless, Bongi. Say God bless. Can I have a kiss? Mwah. He's a good girl. He's a very good girl. You want to come in here again? Yeah, I know you do. Look at that. Oh, he's a good spot. Yeah, he's a good girl. Oh, you're a good girl.